Welcome back to our channel where you will find all of the study material and news about U.S. naturalization. Today, we are bringing you a special live mock interview and oath ceremony that is based on an actual applicant's experience. This one is unique because at this particular field office, the officer conducted the oath ceremony right after the interview. This may or may not be how your field office does it. And even though we're not wearing masks in this mock interview, a mask may still be required in some field offices, so make sure to follow the guidelines. For this interview, the applicant is female, has 2 children, and is recently divorced. She's requesting to change her name, and she recently moved. And by the way, if you want to schedule your own mock interview with us via Zoom, you can do that via our website. And I'll also add the link in the description. Are you ready? Let's do it.
Good afternoon. Go ahead and put your things on the table.
Okay.
And before you sit down, I need you to stay standing.
Okay.
Because I need to swear you in.
Okay.
So please raise your right hand. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
Great. Have a seat.
Thank you.
How are you doing today?
Good.
Great.
How are you?
Pretty good. Yeah, I hope you didn't have to wait too long.
No, about 30 minutes.
Okay, that's not too bad. First we're going to do the civics test, okay? And then the English reading and writing test.
Okay.
Okay. And then I'm going to review your application and make sure all the information is correct.
Sounds good.
Do you have any questions before we start?
I don't think so.
Okay, great. Now, can you show me your green card and your state-issued ID?
Yes.
And if you have your passport with you, please give that to me too.
Okay. Here you go. My passport is expired. Is that okay?
Yeah, that's not a problem.
Okay.
Great, that looks good. Okay, let's start with the civics test.
Okay.
We're doing the 2008 test. Did you study for that one?
Yes, I've been studying very hard.
Excellent. You should not have any problems passing this test.
Okay.
Okay, first question. Who wrote the Declaration of Independence?
Thomas Jefferson.
Correct. Now, when was the Declaration of Independence adopted?
July 4th, 1776.
Excellent. Now, the House of Representatives, how many voting members does it have?
435.
Absolutely correct. Now, what do we show loyalty to when we say the Pledge of Allegiance?
The United States.
That's right. And do you know who the current Chief Justice of the Supreme Court is?
John Roberts.
John Roberts, that's right.
John Roberts, yeah.
Right. Now, what ocean is on the west coast of the United States?
The Pacific Ocean.
Pacific, correct. All right, you got 6 questions correct and passed the civics test.
Okay.
So now let's go on to the English reading and writing test.
Okay.
So we're going to do that on that tablet in front of you.
Okay.
And first I want you to read the sentence showing on the tablet for me, please.
When is Columbus Day?
Correct. Now I'm going to read you a sentence and use the stylus pen on your finger or your finger to write the sentence down on that tablet there. Okay, ready? Mm-hmm. Columbus Day is in October.
Okay.
Great. You passed the English reading and writing test. Very good.
Thank you.
Now let's go over your application, okay?
Okay.
Can you confirm your current legal name for me, please?
Yes, Stephanie Hilton Reedy.
Very good. Have you ever used any other name?
Yes, Stephanie Hilton.
Do you want to legally change your name at this point?
I do. I want to change it back to Stephanie Hilton.
Okay, so you want Stephanie Hilton as your name on the certificate of naturalization, is that correct?
Correct.
Okay, let me update that here.
Okay.
Okay, now do you still live in the same place since you applied for this?
Actually, I moved last year.
And what was the reason for that move?
To be closer to my parents.
Good reason. When did you move?
Last December.
So what's your new address?
6485 Commonwealth Avenue, Chicago, Illinois.
Commonwealth Avenue, Chicago, Illinois, correct?
Yes.
Now, is that also your mailing address?
Yes.
Now, did you file the AR-11 form?
No, I did not realize I needed to do that.
Well, yes, you need to fill out that form within 10 days whenever you move.
Okay.
Okay, you can do that online too.
Okay, I will definitely do that next time I move.
Great. Actually, you don't have to do that once you become a U.S. citizen.
Okay.
So what's your current marital status?
Divorced.
It says on your application that you got your green card through your husband. When did you get your green card?
March 1st, 2015.
And when did you get the divorce?
October last year.
And do you happen to have that divorce decree with you?
I do, yeah. Here you go.
Great. All right. Now, do you have any children?
I do. I have a boy and a girl.
Wonderful. And how old are they?
They are 3 and 5.
Great. And who do they live with?
They live with me in Chicago.
Oh, great, great. Now, are they your biological children?
Yes, they are.
Great, great. Do you happen to have their birth certificates with you?
I do. I brought those. Okay. Here's my daughter and my son.
Great. Yeah, they're both there. Excellent. Now, do you currently work?
Yes, I'm a pharmacist.
Oh, you're a pharmacist. And where do you work?
Rite Aid.
How long have you been working for Rite Aid?
About 6 years. I recently moved branches when I moved homes.
I see. So who's taking care of the kids when you're working?
Well, fortunately, I found a really great preschool, so they go to preschool.
That's great. Now, have you made any trips abroad in the last 5 years?
I did. I went on a cruise with my kids and my parents in 2018.
Sounds like fun. Where did you go?
Italy, Spain, and France.
Great.
Yeah.
And how long was your cruise?
It was 2 weeks.
So any other trips you've taken in the last 5 years abroad?
No, most of my trips are in the U.S.
Great. Now, next question. Do you belong to any organization?
Yes, the American Pharmacist Association.
Okay. And any other organizations?
No.
Okay. Have you ever claimed to be a U.S. citizen before?
No.
Great. Did you happen to vote in the last election?
No, I did not.
And why is that?
Because I'm not a U.S. citizen.
Correct answer. Now, so you've never registered or voted in any election in the United States, correct?
No.
Have you ever been declared legally incompetent or been confined to a mental institution?
No, never.
Now, since you have your green card, have you always filed your taxes?
Yes, I have.
Great. Do you happen to owe any overdue taxes?
I did owe in 2019, but I paid them off last year.
Excellent. Could you show me your payment?
Sure, yeah, I brought that for you. Here you go.
Okay, very good. Now, did you bring your tax return transcripts with you?
Yes. Here you go. I brought the transcripts for the last 4 years, but I just brought the tax return for this year.
Okay, that's not a problem.
Okay.
Did you owe any taxes this year?
No, I didn't.
Okay, great. Now, have you called yourself a non-U.S. resident on any of the tax returns since you got your green card?
No.
And next question, were you ever part of any group, unit, or organization that used a weapon against any person or threatened to do so?
No, never.
And did you ever sell, give, or provide weapons to any person or help another person to do that?
No.
Have you ever committed, assisted in committing, or attempted to commit a crime or offense for which you were not arrested?
No.
Have you ever been arrested, cited, or detained by any law enforcement officer for any reason?
No.
Have you ever had any traffic tickets?
Yes, I did have a traffic ticket in 2017 for running a red light.
How much was that?
It was $200.
And did you take care of it?
Yes, I paid it and I went to traffic school.
Good. Anything else?
No, I don't think so.
Now I need to ask you, have you ever been a prostitute or procured anyone for prostitution?
No.
And have you ever been married to more than one person at the same time?
No.
And have you ever married someone in order to obtain an immigration benefit?
Can you repeat that?
Have you ever married someone in order to obtain an immigration benefit?
No.
Great. Have you ever gambled illegally or received income from illegal gambling?
No, I haven't.
Okay. Have you ever made any misrepresentation to obtain any public benefit in the United States?
No.
Good. Have you ever given any U.S. government officials any information or documentation that was false, fraudulent, or misleading?
No, I haven't.
Have you ever lied to any U.S. government officials to gain entry or admission into the United States, or to gain immigration benefits while in the United States?
No.
Good. Have you ever been removed, excluded, or deported from the United States?
No.
Do you support the Constitution and the form of government of the United States?
Yes, absolutely.
And do you understand the full oath of allegiance to the United States?
Yes, I do.
Great. And what is that?
I promise to be loyal to the United States.
That is correct. So are you willing to take the full oath of allegiance to the United States?
Yes, I am.
Great. And if the law requires it, are you willing to bear arms on behalf of the United States?
Yes.
And if the law requires it, are you willing to perform non-combatant services in the U.S. Armed Forces?
Yes, I am.
And if the law requires it, are you willing to perform work of national importance under civilian direction?
Yes.
Great. And do you promise everything you've said so far is true?
Yes, I do.
Great. So let's please review the updated application on the tablet one more time to make sure everything is accurate. And if it is, sign and date the last page.
Okay.
Okay, great. Now, please review the oath of allegiance, and if you acknowledge your willingness and ability to take this oath, then print your name, sign, and date at the bottom.
Okay. All right.
Okay, great. That concludes our interview today, and now we can administer the oath. Are you okay with that?
Yes, that would be great.
Great. I'm going to give you a written copy of that.
And I had one question. On the certificate, can I have my changed name?
Yes, you can.
Okay.
Now, please stand up and raise your right hand and repeat after me.
Okay.
I hereby declare on oath
I hereby declare on oath
that I absolutely and entirely renounce and abjure all allegiance and fidelity to any foreign prince, potentate, state, or sovereignty,
state, or sovereignty,
of whom or which I have heretofore been a subject or citizen, that I will support and defend the Constitution and laws of the United States of America against all enemies, foreign and domestic, that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same, that I will bear arms on behalf of the United States when required by the law, that I will perform non-combatant service in the armed forces of the United States when required by the law, that I will perform work of national importance under civilian direction when required by the law, and that I take this obligation freely without any mental reservation or purpose of evasion, so help me God. All right, congratulations. You are now an official U.S. citizen.
Thank you.
Now, I'm going to give you back your paperwork, but I'm going to have to keep your green card.
Okay.
So here you go.
Thank you.
And then I'm going to go print your certificate of naturalization.
Okay.
And it'll take a little while, so I'm going to have you wait in the waiting area. I want you to, after I print it, make sure and check it for accuracy and before you sign it, but then when you do sign it with a black ink pen.
Okay.
Now, just a couple other things. You will need to update your Social Security status. Okay. And you should also register to vote.
Will do.
And if you plan to travel outside the United States, you will need to apply for a passport. That takes 4 to 6 weeks to process, so plan accordingly.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, any other questions you have at this point?
I don't think so. Thank you so much.
Again, congratulations.
Oh, I'm so happy. Thank you.
Just follow me out.
Okay.